I'm Jordan Douglas, and I would like to introduce you to the world of City Tech. So before I go into the technologies used and show you my demo, I'd just like to give a little bit of background on how I came up with the concept of City Tech. So I come from a background of working with youth and family, and those work experiences really shaped my passion for building community and connecting with people. And when I embarked on my journey with Code Crew, there were so many different individual organizations and events happening at the same time. It was just too much to keep up with. And I couldn't understand why there wasn't an application that had all of these events together under one roof. So I wanted to create a unique experience for a user from Memphis that would allow them to have access to unlimited options and unlimited events in Memphis. So how did I make this project? It's a full stack Django project, and my front end is made of Django templating, CSS. It's made of Google Maps, and I use a form generator powered by Typeform that uses JavaScript. My back end is also created with Django Python framework, and I'll get into that a little bit later throughout the presentation. So when you initially log on to CityTech, you'll be met with a login screen. I use Django's backend authentication, one for security, so I can feel secure in my users when they log on to the database, and so my users can have a sense of security when they log on to my application. So here, as you can see, it's a sign-up form, and you have your typical fields, and you have your three additional fields for age group, skill level, and tech experience. So what's happening here, once users sign up on the back end, they're creating a relationship known as a one-to-one relationship. So for every username and password that's created, there's a profile being created that saves that information that the user selected. So once users are logged in, they'll be presented with a list of events from the database based on the preferences that they selected. A user has the option to click an event, and they'll be able to see all of the information that is supplied about that event. And it's a Google map that's created that has that's automatically populated with the address. And I also included a hyperlink that would allow users to learn more information about the organization hosting that event. In addition to that feature, I also have a filter search that would allow users to select certain preferences, and on submit, they will see those events based on their result page. And my last feature is that I have a form that you're able to fill out if you would like to have your event requested to be put on CityTech. And in addition to that form, I also included a chat bot that would allow users to give feedback and make any type of inquiries about CityTech. I thought that was a pretty neat way to just have a different kind of contact form available to my users. So what did I walk away learning over the 3 weeks that we had to create this passion project? So the first thing that I learned was definitely how to create a one-to-one relationship between the user profile and user login information. We briefly touched on relational databases throughout the 6 months, but I really had to dig deep and learn more about one-to-one relationships, and I had to learn how to extend the user model. Another thing that I learned was how to filter events based on the user preferences. So learning this was pretty much knowing how to save those user preferences and have it persist throughout the application so that information can be saved. And the last thing I learned was how to do a filter query search. So future improvements I would like to make, the first thing would definitely be to edit user preferences. I also like to add email confirmation after sign up, plus email and text notifications of upcoming events. And my last thing I would like to do is to be able to search events based on geolocation. So if you're in Nashville or St. Louis and you want to find some tech events, all you got to do is allow my application to use your location, and those events will pop up for you. So, once again, please go shape your city and shape your experience at app3.jordandouglas.com. And if you'd like to learn more about me, feel free to go to jordandouglas.com. Once again, I'm Jordan Douglas, and thank you for coming out.